you see what happened? Where is the blood coming from on him? On his chest?
And I fell asleep on the couch and I came in here and he was on the floor. He was
This is Heather Hoefer, and at the first glance, she looks like a devastated wife who just lost her partner. But it won't take long for detectives to find holes in her narrative.
These are the state guys.
Okay, we'll check them. We'll take a look at them. I don't see any of them missing.
This is not normal.
I know.
Even like for a suicide, this is a little strange.
I did not do this. I did not see this happen. I'm not a bad person. I'm not. How would I be able to hurt him like that?
I don't know.
I want to cry. I want to cry. I want to scream. I want to throw a fit.
On November 29th, 2020, at around 5:39 a.m., deputies received a call from a 51-year-old Heather Hoefer claiming that her husband, 49-year-old Robert Hoefer, is lying on the floor, unresponsive.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I came into my room and my husband, I think he died. I think he's on the floor. I mean, I know he's on the floor. I think he's dead. Come on, honey, wake up. He's cold.
Do you think he's beyond any help?
Yeah, I do. Come on, babe, wake up, babe.
My partner
Babe, wake
is
up.
sending someone to assist you. Please let
Honey,
me
wake
leave
up, honey,
everything
wake
as
up.
you found it. I'm going to stay on the line with you until they get there, okay? If you want to try, I can give you CPR instructions.
No.
But if you think he's beyond any help,
Send somebody now, please.
ma'am,
Hurry.
they're on their way. What is your name?
Heather Hoefer.
Heather. They are
Yes.
headed that way, and I'm going to stay on the line with you until they get there, okay?
From the very beginning of the 911 call, Heather's answers seems suspicious. Even when the dispatcher tries to give CPR instructions, Heather refuses without a second thought. Minutes later, the deputies arrive at the scene and found Robert's body lying on the bedroom floor.
Ma'am, did you see what happened?
2497.
Where is the blood coming from on him? On his chest?
And I fell asleep on the couch and I came in here and he was on the floor. He was
Okay. Ma'am, can you watch out? I just need to check his pulse.
He's cold.
He's cold?
Cold.
When did you last see him?
About 3. And I came in just now. And I guess he'd gotten his razor out. I don't know what he did. I don't know.
Do you know what he cut himself with?
He said one of the steak knives, but it couldn't have.
Okay, let's not go reaching around. I just don't want you to get cut, ma'am, in case it's sitting around here.
Say again?
I don't want you reaching around just in case you get cut, okay?
Was he suicidal?
Not that I know of.
Was he laying here in bed and you moved him over off the ground?
And when I got up,
According to Heather, Robert might have used a razor to end his life, but Robert didn't seem to have any real reason to do that, or at least that's how it looked. The couple got married on September 5th, 2020, just 3 months prior to this call. And by the looks at Robert's Facebook page, the couple really seems to do just fine. So how did things take such a dark turn for him?
Back here, Sarge. Oh, am I?
no.
We're not sure. She said he cut himself earlier in the night. Had been in bed in here, and then she came over, pulled him off the bed, took his shirt off. None of the lacerations I'm seeing are deep enough and have a lot of blood protruding, but
That's the thing.
I don't know.
As I told, it's not deep. They were deep. They're not deep enough to kill him.
What medication does he take, ma'am? Or this is medication up here?
I don't know if he took all his pills. I don't know.
It's okay. Take your time.
I don't know.
It's okay. Man, we're gonna assist you out to the living room, okay?
What happened?
Take some deep breaths. Is there anything we can get you, ma'am?
I don't want him to be like that, and I know he's...
We're gonna take care of him, ma'am. We're gonna respect him and we're gonna take care of him for you.
We're going to have somebody come and look at him, but we're going to try and move him to a more accessible place right here, right outside the door.
You should have tried moving him when you're 4'11".
What's that?
You should have tried flipping him over when I'm 4'11". Because he was laying on his... He was on my computer, face down.
Okay.
And I rolled him over. And then and he's cold.
Is there any way that I can get you to step out and we're going to end up coming out that way? Or do you want to wait until we move him? It's up to you. You can stay with him. It's just... Like I said, we're going to have somebody come and check him out. That way, you know, they can front and back look at him more thoroughly, okay?
I don't know.
At this point, there's no way of us...
Ma'am, I'll give you a minute to say goodbye to him, but we'll have to move you out, okay, so we can conduct our investigation.
These are the knives. These are the steak knives.
Okay, we'll check him. We'll take a look at him.
I didn't see any of them gone.
I don't see any of them missing. Is the knife back here?
She said this is her name. She didn't see it.
It could be anywhere.
So, this is a full picture accordingly to Heather. Robert was in his computer room playing games while she was in the kitchen. Then, something hits Robert, and while Heather wasn't around, he walks to the kitchen area, grabs a knife from the knife block, stabs himself, and then puts the knife back in the stand. Heather then walked in moments later and saw Robert bleeding, so she took him to the bedroom and cleaned him up. Since she thought the wounds weren't deep, she left him there and went to sleep in another room. The next morning, when she went back to check on Robert, she found him unresponsive.
Does he keep his knives in any drawers or anything like that, ma'am?
No.
And do you know if it was in here where he ended up possibly hurting himself, or what had happened exactly, Heather?
Yeah. Well, we were going to bed, and he was like, it hurts. And I put him in bed, and,
And you didn't, is there any cut marks on him at that time?
I didn't notice any at that time, and then I went a little later, and he was like, it hurts. There was blood on his. I was like, of course I said dirty words. So what the did you do?
Did this happen whenever you were moving him on your shirt? You have some of this. Some blood.
I'm sure it happened when I moved him. Or when I took I took it off of him, and I cleaned it up.
He was wearing a shirt.
Yeah, and now I can't find it. He was wearing a shirt and a jacket.
So, with all that said, and I'm just going to kind of warn you ahead of time, they're going to probably collect your shirt, take pictures of you and your hands. Just because
I didn't do anything.
It's okay.
Listen,
It's just
part
procedure.
of their
I didn't do anything.
And I just wanted to warn you ahead of time. They're going to get here. I don't want you to be surprised by anything that happens, okay? Their investigation is going to be very thorough. And they're going to ask you questions and just kind of try and get a timeline to get there. We do need to find the shirt. We do need to find the jacket.
I was looking for that.
If we can touch as minimal things as possible.
This story sounds like complete nonsense for obvious reasons, and the detectives feels the same. So they didn't waste any time to bring Heather to the police station for a detailed round of questioning.
So my concern, ma'am, obviously is this is not normal.
I know.
Even like for a suicide, this is a little strange. If that's what we're calling it. If we're calling it a suicide, it's strange. And things don't add up and I'll tell you why they're not adding up to me, okay? Because he was happy, according to you. You guys are happy. There were no signs of any unhappiness or any suicidal ideations or anything like that. He didn't mention to anybody. From all accounts, everybody thought that he's pretty happy.
Yes.
And even if he was hiding something from you, you guys said that, you know, the conversation you had earlier in the evening is that you found your person, you found that special someone in your life. And he even said that, right? He said that to you, okay? So obviously you meant a lot to him. I don't, you know, we do a lot of these death investigations, and some of them are suicides, and when somebody means a lot to somebody else, often they'll leave a note, okay? We're not seeing one, we don't see a note, we don't see any reason why he would do this.
I know, how do you think I feel?
So that doesn't make a lot of sense to us, okay? And then the way it happened doesn't make a lot of sense either, okay? He has stab wounds to his upper chest area, so that's strange to us. We don't know where the weapon is that was used.
Hey, the one of the guys found it.
How do you know that's it though?
Oh well, I don't know. I thought that's what he said.
Okay.
So.
I mean, you said steak knife because he told you steak knife.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to jump to any
Right.
conclusions here, but why if he did that to himself, would he hide it or put it away somewhere? That just doesn't make sense, right? Okay, so there's all these things.
I know. How do you think I feel?
And then on top of that, you check in on him, and he's obviously has something wrong with him. He's not completely coherent. Of course, that could be chalked up to some of the drinking, but that could also be chalked up to he has a major injury. And nothing's done. We don't know. Nobody calls an ambulance. Nobody follows up and says there should be something. Even if, at the very least, ma'am, you got to look at this.
I understand. I know. I failed. I failed,
I'm not
and I
saying
know
that.
that.
I'm not saying that anybody failed. I'm just saying that.
It looks messed up.
Yeah, he.
I understand. Please, no, I understand.
Even if these injuries, and we don't know the extent of these injuries. Maybe these injuries are superficial. I don't know. But even if those injuries are superficial, at the very least, it's a cry for help if he did this to himself, right? I have some major concerns with that. I have some major concerns that you cleaned him up and took that shirt off and cleaned him up, then leave him that time again too. That would have been the perfect time to call someone.
I know. I told you. I know.
Okay. So that's some of the biggest concerns is that his body's been manipulated in some form or way. The weapon that was used in this has been manipulated in some sort of way. I don't think you're a bad person. Okay? I think you have more to tell me, right?
I don't have anything else to say. I have nothing left. I've told you all I have. Mm-hmm. I have nothing left. Nothing.
I think you do know. Honestly, I think you know what happened.
I didn't do this.
And if you do know what happened, let's just hear me out. I think you know what happened, and
I did not do this. I did not see this happen. I did not do this. I'm not a bad person. I'm not.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
He's 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
How would I be able to hurt him like that?
I don't know, but that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Even after repeated efforts, detectives couldn't get much out of Heather. And feeling the pressure, Heather shut down the interrogation afterwards and asks for a lawyer. Without any clear evidence, Heather was quickly released and went on with her life. At the time of their marriage, she was working as a third-grade teacher at Farmington Municipal Schools, so she continued working there after Robert passed away. And it seems like Heather might actually get away with it, and whatever happened on the night of November 29th would remain a mystery. But luckily for the cops, they finally found the missing piece they had been looking for. According to Robert's autopsy, there were 3 deep stab wounds to his chest, and it's clear that no one could do that to themselves with such force. But the biggest link came from Heather's cell phone. The messages showed the couple had been arguing about Robert's ex-wife and money. Robert had been unemployed for some time, and Heather was the only one supporting the family. A neighbor also told the police that they heard the couple fighting between 3 and 4 a.m. on the night Robert died. Additionally, Heather claimed that Robert stabbed himself in the computer room, and that she moved him to the bedroom. But investigators didn't find any blood on the floor, not in the computer room or along the way to the bedroom. The only blood found was on the bed and on the knife, which was still in that knife block. And with this new evidence on hand, deputies arrested Heather nearly 5 years later on April 1st, 2025. And once again, she was brought back to the interrogation room.
Correct.
Do you know why you're here?
Just no.
Okay. So the last time you and I talked was back in 2020. This has to do with your husband,
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Okay. So we've completed our investigation. It took some time because we had a lot to process. But our investigation, from what we have, we know what happened. Okay. And this is your opportunity to tell us the truth about what happened. Okay. Because what you told me last time, none of the evidence that we processed matches with what you're telling us. So I know what happened to Robert. I just don't know why it happened to him. This is your time to tell me why.
I'm going to need an attorney.
Okay.
Once again, detectives tried to get answers, but she was just quick as before and asked for a lawyer.
I'm going to need to use my phone to call my mom because
Yeah,
she won't.
They can let you do all that.
Okay.
So, did you want to put your jacket on? It's up to you.
I want to cry.
I'm not going to try to make you cry.
I want to cry. I want to scream. I want to throw a fit. I'm scared.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Heather Hoefer was later charged with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence.